Hello and welcome. You're watching Medically Speaking, and I am Meenakshi Upreti. With us, Professor Dr. Sanjay Rai. He is a professor, community medicine, AIIMS, and also the principal investigator for Covaxin. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. My first question, there's a lot of talk around the booster shots. I know the government of India says that their main aim is to first vaccinate the entire population of the country. Perhaps the talk about boosters should come post that. But there is a lot of anxiousness amongst people. Do you think there is a need for booster shots or not? This is in the backdrop of America just about to start its booster shot program. President Joe Biden getting his booster shot. Of course, many of us in metropolitans who are already vaccinated also eagerly waiting for the booster shot. The need really for the same. And if it is possible in a country like ours where a large number of population is yet to be vaccinated, sir.
It's a very good question, and almost everywhere people are discussing what is the need of booster. Even WHO a few days ago, they published one statement. Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, senior scientist in WHO, she also said that till date we don't have any sufficient evidence for this booster dose. Although few countries like Israel, they have already inoculated to more than 60% population, those who are above 60 years of age. Sorry, it's not 60% population, but those who are above 60 years of age.
60 years of age,
And also US has adopted this policy of booster. In our country, almost it's almost 5 months, more than 5 months. Now it's almost 6 months. We started this booster dose clinical trial almost 6 months ago, and we have not published the result yet. Till date, we don't have sufficient evidence to say that booster is very beneficial. See, just measuring antibodies level, and if after 6 months antibodies level is going down, and if you are giving booster, then that will increase definitely. After any antigen, if a person will come in contact with any antigen, the antibodies level will increase. But that does not mean that you are best protected or more protected than suppose if the antibodies level is low. So till date, we don't have the sufficient evidence to say that booster is very beneficial. Yeah, few countries, they have already started based on their own experience or their local level evidence they can, but globally we don't have such type of evidence. So we can't support, at this moment we can't support. As a medical doctor also, as a scientist also, without proper evidence, we cannot say that this is beneficial.
And, sir, the Lancet study also speaks about, on very similar lines about what you said, about how it's not all a game of antibodies, sir. But what will you say to those who perhaps doubt, as you said, the efficacy of the vaccine, perhaps a year or two down the line? Studies are on currently. Can we expect the booster dose sometime in India, perhaps if not this year, next year sometime? Because there are many doctors who have advocated the need for boosters eventually, especially for the comorbid and
I have not seen any for the booster dose. Okay, there are many doctors, various doctors, but at least domain experts have not said this. I can say. Okay, anybody can talk anything, and in current social media, where social media influence is very large on the population and everywhere, so anybody can say anything. So I'm talking about as a doctor, as a scientist, only for the evidences. So as I mentioned earlier, we don't have sufficient evidence to say that booster is required.
Right, and so since you have...
Just let me complete.
Okay.
See, whatever evidence we have, like in our country, like you ask that in near future, we may require booster. We may require, we don't know. But the fact is, during second wave, a lot of people got this infection, SARS coronavirus 2 infection. And as per the current knowledge, existing knowledge based on the global, we can say the best protected person on this earth is those who recovered from the COVID, right? And the duration of immunity, as per the available evidence, is up to 1 to 1.5 years. And there are few evidences that this may produce a immunity protection for lifelong also. And luckily in our country, as per the latest Sero survey report of Indian Council of Medical Research, almost 68% population got this infection. So majority of population is protected, I can say.
Yes, and absolutely.
So that's why we do not require.
And that's why perhaps we're seeing a sharp decline in the number of cases as well. In fact, as we speak today itself, the cases have gone below 20,000, which certainly is a positive sign, sir. But since we're speaking of vaccines and vaccination, let's speak about Covaxin in general. WHO approval once again delayed. Many of us who've been wrapped with Covaxin were looking for approval because those in metropolitans, of course, may want to travel abroad. What really could be the reasoning behind WHO's continuous delays? And what exactly does it mean by technical issues? Because it does create a doubt in the public mind about the efficacy of the vaccine itself, because it's been surrounded by so many controversies.
But no one is preventing you. Just our Prime Minister, they visited US, and he also inoculated this vaccine.
I don't know
how. So no. See, few countries, they are asking for RT-PCR test. It's still not mandated to have a vaccine certificate. And really, if you talk about science, vaccine, after vaccine, you are reducing the severity and deaths. Definitely vaccine, whatever evidence we have, we can say the vaccine is significantly reducing your chance of severity and finally deaths. But vaccine is not reducing the your chance of getting infection.
Being infected, yes. Agreed.
Yeah, right. So that's why there is no need to issue this type of certificate for vaccinated people, even to travel abroad, or if you honor science, then there is no need to issue this type of certificate.
Right, but sir, why would you say the WHO certification, while I would to a large extent agree with you, a certification not really required? And perhaps when we speak of WHO itself, then we have a lot of question marks with Mr. Tedros, of course, coming up with the second term, considering the way their whole COVID investigation went. But that's another debate for another day. But talking really about WHO certification, what could be the possible reason for these delays? What are these technical issues? Why is there really no clarity on the same?
Really, I don't know the exact reason, but this could be because of the data is in the public domain, but we have not published in the peer-reviewed journal. We are waiting for these publications. So this could be one of the reasons, but really I don't know. Only WHO people and our Bharat Biotech people, they can say anything about this. Why the WHO has not approved it.
Fair enough, sir. But Bharat Biotech also today itself, there was a report on how their production had gone down considerably, sir. Take us through really, when the availability of the vaccine, do you see that getting affected because of this in the coming days? Because it's anyway, not a large population within India also, which has been jabbed with Covaxin.
Difficult to say anything. Really, I don't know. So if I don't know, I can't comment.
All right, sir, take us through really, the trial for the nasal vaccines. Also, there were reports on the same. What do you know on that front, sir?
See, we have not started it very soon. Most probably, we are going to start this nasal vaccine trial also. And what I believe, most probably, this will be the game changer, nasal vaccine. Most probably, this will provide your mucosal immunity. So that most probably, I'm not sure.
Okay. But what are your findings showing, sir?
Nasal vaccine will be able to, most probably will be able to protect from the infection also.
What are your initial findings showing, sir? Clearly,
I can't disclose this at this moment. No, this is not in the public domain. So,
okay, but is it going in a positive direction? Because you seem very confident about the nasal vaccine.
Definitely, it's going in a positive direction. I can say this much only.
All right, fair enough, because it's not in the public domain yet. Thank you for joining us for now, sir. And thank you for your inputs on all of this. Thank you so much.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.